Sudah siap?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Bentar,
Okay, if
di-present
you
dulu.
are ready, so you can deliver your presentation, and yeah, good luck for that. I will grant this multiple share. Okay, so I think you can share your screen now. So can you share your screen? Yeah, good. Okay, so you can start. So good luck for that. Okay.
Okay. Good afternoon, Miss Aurel and us. So today, me and Brenda, we are going to have a presentation about a short movie with title New Boy.
Okay, the first is, what is the short movie about? The short movie tells about the boy named Joseph. Joseph is a dark-skinned kid. It was the first time Joseph go to school, but then he got bullied by a bunch of white boys.
And what characters interest you the most? Character that interests us the most is Joseph because he can easily forgive others.
Okay, the third is, what things can you learn from the movie? The first is don't be bullying, and then the second is respect each other, and the last is we have to forgive anybody so we can create peace.
Next, next question is what kind of solution can you propose to make a better change in your surroundings? So the school must have firmness and teach them to tolerance and friendly because bullying can influence student mental and heart to other students. If bullying happened to school, must have a rules to person who bullying the victim.
Okay, that all from us. So thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you so much. Before we go further, can you go back to slide 2? I think the second question. Yeah, this one. You mentioned that the character you like is Joseph because he can easily forgive others. Can you give me one example when is Joseph forgiving another person or forgiving others? Can you give me one example when in the movie? Can you retell that?
So in the movie, forgive others. Yung minsan, because yung, yung waktu mereka di kelas itu, yang di luar kelas.
Kan ceweknya ngebela.
Iya, tapi he can easily forgive others. I mean kayak he's angry with the boys, but he keeps the anger inside him, and
Jadi Joseph can control the emotional because he have the good character, yeah, like in this PowerPoint, easily forgive to others.
Okay, because he doesn't want to express his anger toward others. So Joseph decided to just forgive and forget probably, or just forgive without forgetting. What do you think?
I think forgetting.
Okay, so he chose to just keep the anger was it to himself without
Yeah.
expressing it to other people. Well, yeah, in some cases it is kind of dangerous, right? Because we cannot deliver or we cannot express our anger. But yeah, in this movie, Joseph is doing the action of forgiving others. All right, thank you so much for your presentation, and it's a great presentation from you. Your visual aids is good because it's was it neat and clean. So yeah, it doesn't have like a lot of unnecessary things in your presentation. All right, thank you so much for your presentation. Now you can give this account to another performers. The performers that will present after you will be, I think the second group is Charlie and Davin. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you,
Okay.
Miss.
Thank
Yep,
you, Miss.
welcome. Okay, so turn on your camera, please. Turn on your camera. Okay.
Udah belum ya? Udah ya?
Yep. So move a little bit closer, Davin. Closer to the camera so that the recording is clear. Okay, thank you. All right, so are you ready to present?
Yeah.
Okay, so time is yours. Good luck.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hmm,
Good afternoon, Miss. My name is Sally and this is Davin. Today we're gonna tell you guys about short movie project. The title is The English Teacher by Blake River.
what is the movie about?
The movie is about two people, an English teacher and the student.
What character interests you the most?
The character that interests us the most is Jin.
What thing can you learn from the short movie?
To be helpful to others and to be sorry for the mistake we did.
Okay, what we can do is, what kind of solution can you propose to make a better change in your surrounding?
What we can do is instead of giving an apologize video message, we can talk face to face so the problem will resolve and we can be friends.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right, so it's a good and short presentation and very on point, but I think you are missing one thing. Can you go back to probably the first or the second slide that you have? Yeah, this one. Yeah, I think it's better for you to add like what is it, the summary of this movie. I think if you just say the movie is about two people, an English teacher and student, I think it's not sufficient. It's not enough to talk about that only. Well, to complete that, to complete this statement, I think I have a question. So what happens to these two people between an English teacher and the student? What is the main conflict between these two, so that it can your
So
statement?
really
Okay.
the student is the one who killed the teacher wife. So the student asks for the teacher to teach him English so he can give him money for the payment as the people who killed his wife. That's all.
Okay, so do you find why the student kills the person? Is it because of a romantic relationship or what?
So the student kill unintentional,
Unintentionally killing?
unintentionally kill. Yeah, so he went to go work and he's late, so he drive fast,
Mhm.
fast. So and his wife got killed because of mistake.
Ah, I see. So it was not planned before, so it's just like an unintentional quote and unquote killing was it sin like that. Okay.
Mm.
All right. All right, I think that's all. Thank you so much for your presentation. It's a very on point presentation, and the color matches with the poster too. The choice of color, and also the your point is not really what is it, not really long, but I think you in the future you can add more detail if you are asked about if you are asked to make things like this. I think you can add about the conflict that was it happens in the movie. So was it so that your summary is going to be very complete and very clear to your audience. I think that's my quote. That's my note. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, man.
Oh, I forget one thing. So make sure that if you have group work, so make sure that you have the same proportion, the same portion of speaking between the members, so it will be very good to follow. Jadi seperti itu. All right, thanks. Go to the next group, the third group, I think. So I'm calling Fidelis and also Biel to join the arena. Okay.
Miss.
Good afternoon, Miss.
Okay, good afternoon, PL and Fidelis. Hi, it's nice to see you. Are you ready to deliver your presentation on the movie that you watched?
Ya udah, Miss.
Okay, so good luck for that. Time is yours.
Good afternoon, Miss. And oh, ini Miss. Today me and Biel wants to present about short movie project. Brandon, short movie. Brandon is a shy boy who he hasn't a friend, standing alone between class and class. In the high school, one day he watched an advertising to announce the prom night, but he finds himself not having a girl to ask going with him. After some failed tries, eventually Brandon meets Emily, a lovely girl as shy as himself. Therefore, Brandon realized that Emily doesn't say a word, and she communicates using signal language or writing. Unexpectedly, between two something starts find in other the company they needed. Later, the happiness breaks after Brandon see Carlos, other guy of high school, close to Emily. Said Brandon tries to ask Emily go to prom night, but when he see Carlos closer Emily, he flees from there, avoiding meet Emily anymore. Until that, in incidentally, both meet again, and sometimes something incredible happen. Carlos. This character has an interesting trait, namely shy and prefer to play it safe and doesn't want to get out of his comfort zone. And in this video, this person ventures of his comfort zone and dares to do things for his own good.
Something that I learned. We can learn a lot from this film, such as being brave to get out of our comfort zone and daring to do something for our good, and also being able to help the shortcoming of our loved ones and dare to show our shortcoming to those we trust. The solution is just that someone that is by telling our shortcoming to people we trust, and from there they will be understand our shortcoming and will help our shortcoming. That's all from our presentation. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, Fidelis and also BL for your presentation. I have like a note and also probably a reflective question for you. The first one is the note because this is very important, I think, for you to have your upcoming presentasi yang selanjutnya. I think it's better for you to make your presentation in a form of points. So presentation is not meant to like writing the whole kind of story, but you can just make it into points. Jadi bisa dibuat like points, point A, B, C, D. So it's just talking about, it's just highlighting your points that you're going to talk about. So that's my note for you, because I see that you wrote a lot of things in your presentation. I think it's for the audience, in the perspective of audience, it will be quite what is it, boring, and also they are going to be overwhelmed by the many words that you show on the screen. I think it's better for you to make it into into short points, like for example, Carlos is what, and the other is what, or something like that, and just put it in points. And after that, can you go back to the slide where you put the moral value that you can learn from this movie? Can you go back to the slide? Yeah, something that you learn. Yeah. So you mentioned here that you can learn a lot from this movie, as from this film, such as being brave to to get out of our comfort zone. So yeah, I'm really was interested in this statement, especially the getting out of your comfort zone. My question is actually reflective for both of you. I think I'm asking Brielle first. Brielle, can you give me one example that you can tell me about your real life, was it example in getting out of your comfort zone? I think in life you have done that kind of thing at least once. Can you mention one example of yourself in getting out of your comfort zone, Biel?
Bahasa Inggris.
Yep.
Uh,
Can you give me one example of that?
the example
Mhm.
for me from that I live in my home
Mhm.
and then I moved to dorm.
Mhm. Yeah, so your home is your comfort zone, and then you have to move, and you have to experience another thing in your dormitory with your friends, and probably who were once strangers, and then now you have to adapt, and also you have to learn things from your dormitory. How about Fidelis? What is the
Same with
action?
B,
Mhm.
same with B also, miss.
Okay, what is the same? What things that you
Uh,
think is the same?
I already comfort at my house. Then I moved to the
Mhm.
dorm. Like it's a different thing.
Okay, okay. So what is the different thing that you practically feel about that?
Uh, how the schedule we sleep, how we eat, and how we
Mhm.
do things.
Okay,
You have
exactly.
to live with people.
Yeah, living with your friends,
Other people too.
yeah, other people, with teachers, and then also with the what's it, the people, your teachers, and also the pamong. I think, I don't know what is in English, but yeah, that kind of those kind of people who manage the dormitory. Yeah, I agree with you that your home, wars, it provides like a lot of comfortable things, but you have to step out from those zone, and yeah, you start something new. And now I think you can find that your dormitory is also your comfort zone now, I think. All right, thank you so much for your presentation, and you can go to another activity. You can continue your activity, and we go to the next what is it, the next group. So I'm calling Terrell and also Laura to join
Okay, miss.
the meeting. Thank you.
Okay, thank you,
miss.
Miss.
Ini harus di itu nggak di
Okay, hi guys, Terrell and also Laura. Welcome to the presentation project. So yeah, are you ready to deliver your project here?
Ya, Miss, already.
Yep. Okay, so speak louder and do your best. Good luck.
Good afternoon, Miss. So, me, Laura, and Carol will present about our presentation about short movie project.
What is the short movie about? The short movie is about two people that met each other for fifth time, but they didn't have a nice impression to each other at the second time they met.
For the second question, what characters interest you the most?
character that interests us the most is Alistair, because he realized his mistake and repent until he finally worked as a volunteer.
What things can you learn from the short movie? Things can we learn from the short movie are don't be racist and insult other people.
For the last question, what kind of solution can you propose to make a better change in your surroundings? At the second time they met, the solution is don't be mean and racist to people. If we find people do that, we must give them supplement. And for the fourth time, we should help others, such as donating our money for people who need. And for the fifth time they met, the solution is we can help the elderly around us. For example, by becoming a volunteer.
That's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Can we go back to the first slide, talking about the summary of the movie? Yep. Yeah. So you mentioned that the short movie is about two people that met each other for the fifth time, but they didn't have nice impression to each other at the second time they met. Can you add this statement by stating the conflict? What happens to them? What is the conflict? What makes them have no good impression each other? What happens? What makes them think that each other is not good?
Because Alistair racist to Samir in the cash point.
So these people are coming from? Do you get the information about the origins of these two people, these two men, so that they probably was it think that they are racist? So can you guess their origins? What do you think?
The guy on the left, I think he's American, and the guy on the right is Arab.
Yeah, it's Arabian. So yeah. So it is clear then. So the issue that these two people in real life are also happening in real life between American and also like Arabians particularly. So yeah, it also happens in real life. And then can you go to the next slide? What character interests you the most? Okay. What I get from this this explanation is that Alistair realized his mistake, and then after that he tried to make it right by working as a volunteer. Okay. Personally, do you have any like personal experience in becoming a volunteer, just like Alistair? Either it's
No.
Cheryl or Laura? Not yet? Okay, later you can join yourself in the voluntary works like that. So it can, increase your empathy towards other people. Yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, your presentation is good. And the choice of colors and also the font is very good, because I can see your points clearly, and it doesn't have a lot of words there. So you already highlight the the points that you're going to talk about. I think that's great. Okay, thank you so much for your presentation. Well, I think I'm going to stop the meeting first, and I'm going to rejoin it. So please let let the other presenters join after I rejoin the Zoom meeting. Yeah. Okay.